Hi, financial algebra students. So we did this amortization schedule last week, but in class we weren't able to finish with either classes. So I wanted to just show you some things. So we put in these numbers, all of these just flat, put the numbers in. You can tell up here in this box, that's the number I put in. And then if I enter in the next box, I just put 60,000 as the down payment. And then here we took the difference, which we could have put a formula in, probably should have, but we didn't. The loan amount is the difference between the cost, the price, and your down payment. You subtract the down payment, and whatever's left, you still have to pay, so you're going to get a loan for it. And the loan percentage rate, the APR, is 4%, so that's 0.04, and the loan term is 30 years. And then this cell, we put this crazy long formula in. And that's telling the computer to do the math for us. That's the same formula we've been putting in our calculator since the first semester. That tells you the monthly payment of any loan, whether it's a car loan, a house loan, even a credit card statement is really kind of a loan from the bank. And then down here, we had the number one, we put in a formula. When it's equals something up here, you know that cell has a formula in it. We drug it down to have the computer do the rest of the plus ones. Each of these cells, all of these in here, they were formulas. Okay. Then we highlighted them, drug them down until we got to zero, which was, you can see it's decreasing. And our balance is zero after 360 payments. And that's 30 years, 30 times 12 months. 360 payments, we no longer have to pay the bank. So that's all fine and dandy, but let's see what happens. I went ahead and put some formulas in these two cells. If you want to do it and play with the numbers later, you can. I'm going to show you how things change when I change some of this stuff. But I put this formula, pause it and put it in yourself if you want. That's the total amount we paid. We take the monthly payments times 12 months times 30 years. And that gives us, we're paying, the price of the house was 300,000, but with this scenario, with this down payment, with this interest rate, with that many years, we're really going to pay $412,486 in total, which means the interest the bank is earning off of us. We borrowed 240,000 from the bank. We paid all of this. Oh, I think I have a mistake here, come to think of it. Let me look at that's the monthly payments minus, no, it's not a mistake, minus the amount we borrowed. So the bank earned $172,000, and 486. So that's a good chunk of money. Banks are happy to give us a loan. They're going to make a lot of money on that 30-year loan. Well, let's see if we can bring this number down. We want these two numbers to go smaller. We want to pay less for the house. We want the bank to make less off of us. What if I had a better interest rate? So here's what I'd love for you to do is put these formulas, look at them here, put those in these cells. Here's the formula for this cell. And then play with the numbers. What if my interest rate wasn't 4%? What if it was like 2.5%, which, by the way, it's 0.025. That's not an impossible rate right now. Right now, rates are much, much better. And look what happened to these numbers. This was over 400,000 when I had the 4% loan. So you want a better percent, right? You save a lot of money. And the interest is we're paying much less in interest. What if I had a great rate and I was able to pay it over, and by the way, look at what our monthly payment did too. It was over 1,000, now it's under 1,000 when we got a better rate. What if I wanted to pay it off more quickly? Instead of 30 years, I want a 15-year loan. So I'll change that to 15. Watch all the numbers. Monthly payment's 948. Total payment for the house is 341. Total interest 101. Now my monthly payment went up because I'm paying fewer months. And look, fewer months means I'm going to pay it off. Oops, I went to the negatives. I'm going to pay it off instead of whatever it was, 300, I can't remember. And I'm going to pay it off in 180 payments. So much quicker, half the time, right? And the price of the house, though, it went up a lot, the total price. and the total interest went up a lot. So I'm paying more per month and I'm paying more in the long run. Why does that seem funny to me? It feels like it would have been different. The interest should have been less. It's because the monthly payment was so much more. That's what it is. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. So never mind, we want that 30-year loan, right? So 30 years. But what if, now this is why we should have had formulas in here. If we change this number, if we have more, let's say we have 100,000 to put down. That means our loan would be only 200,000 instead of 240, right? So let's change that. We're going to put $100,000 down. And that means our loan is only 200 because the house was 300. We put 100 down, so we only need 200,000 to get a loan from the bank. And look at everything. My monthly payment's a whole lot less. The total price of the house is a whole lot less, and the interest I'm paying overall is a whole lot less. So the more you can save starting today, the better interest rate you can get, the more you're going to save in the long run. And that's why I keep saying, you guys are 17, 18. Yeah, go ahead and put $20 a month away in your little account called house. And by the time you're 28, 30, you might be able to start thinking about buying a house, which you really, really, really need to do. So, moral of the story is, if you want to play with these, put these formulas in here, and change some of the numbers and see what it does. At some point the interest rate's going to go up. Right now you can get a really low interest rate, but you're not buying right now. So that's going to go way up by the time you're ready to buy a house, and then it'll come back down. So hopefully it'll go up when you're in your early 20s and then come back down when you're in your late 20s ready to purchase. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Just write a little comment and turn in so you get your 5 points for the virtual day. Maybe we'll make it 10. But you got to write a comment for the 10 points. All right. Have a great day.